What is up, ladies and gents, Ghost here again. Now, as you can see in the background, we have some Gunmaster here. So not too far after I made that news video about Gunmaster and the weapons crate being announced, they actually hit the CTE with that thing, man. So typical, isn't it? I was kind of out of the loop then. In any case, I'll get to that in a minute, because before we start on that, I have a little announcement. So tomorrow, I will be doing a 12-hour live stream. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do 24-hour live streams, and in my stream for 24 hours, like, I couldn't even game for 24 hours, never mind try and be entertaining and informative and such for you guys. So there's just no way in hell that I will be able to accomplish a 24-hour live stream. Maybe I'm just too old, maybe 27 years is too old for a 24-hour live stream, I don't know, but it just ain't gonna happen, man. So you guys are gonna have to settle for 12 hours. I'm gonna start that tomorrow on Saturday, the 4th of April at 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock noon will be starting, and we will be finishing up at around midnight. Now, do bear in mind that that is for my time zone, and I'm in Iceland, so it's a little bit funky. So I will leave all of the time zones for you guys when the stream will be starting down below in the description, just to make it nice and easy for you. As for what I'll be playing, obviously a lot of Battlefield. I'll be going on Hardline, I'll be going on Battlefield 4, we'll be doing some jet stuff there. I'll be going on Battlefield 3, probably Counter-Strike, maybe even some other games like some StarCraft 2, if, you know, I'm alive by the end of the night and actually able to handle the stress of a game of StarCraft. I don't know, you guys can come up with suggestions as well if I have it installed. I'll probably be up for playing it. So I hope to see some of you guys there. I'll put up a little video again tomorrow when the stream actually goes live to inform some people and just, you know, to give you guys a quick reminder. So, with that said and out of the way, Gunmaster. What is it? What's it all about? How does it play out? Well, if you played Battlefield 3, you'll probably be familiar with Gunmaster and just what it entails and how it works. But for those of you who haven't, I will fill you in. Essentially, you start off with a pretty crappy weapon, usually a pistol, and every 2 kills that you get with that weapon, you will move on to the next weapon, a bigger or better weapon. Now, this footage in the background is actually my second game ever of Gunmaster in Battlefield 4, and not that I want to boast or anything, but I actually did pretty damn well this game. I think I managed to get 22 kills without dying. Unfortunately then I ran into the Deagle, and that's where things started to go a little bit downhill. But yes, as you get 2 kills with each weapon, you will move up onto bigger, better weapons, going through the pistols, onto revolvers, onto SMGs, assault rifles, LMGs, and usually after that, that's where things start to get a little bit funky. I think at one point you run into a M240B with like an 8x scope on it, something ridiculously difficult to use, and then you get a sniper rifle, then you end up with DMRs with silly scopes and just really crappy stuff like that. The second to last weapon is the Deagle, and then the last weapon is a knife kill, and you're gonna see at the end here that I don't get the knife, man. Somebody else gets the knife before me. I was gutted, no pun intended, but there you go. Nevertheless, I will say that this game mode is highly enjoyable, and it's just a bit of fun. Like I mentioned in the last video, it's not the most team-based or team-orientated game mode, but it does wonders for a bit of a warm-up. It's really fast-paced, and it's just great fun. I don't know, just try Gunmaster. It just works really, really well. So if you have access to the CTE, get your arse on there and give it a whirl. One thing they've actually improved upon over Battlefield 3 is the kill assist thing. The most annoying thing with Gunmaster is that it's actually a team-based game, but it's essentially every man for himself, so only one person can win. The person who is first to work their way through all of the weapons and get that all-important knife kill will come out as the victor. But you're still in 2 teams, so what would often happen in BF3 is you would be attacking an enemy and then somebody would come along, steal your kill, they would advance in their weapons, but you wouldn't. And that was really, really annoying. In Battlefield 4 though, we now have kill assists that count as kills, right? So I think if you get a kill assist over 85 damage, that counts as a kill for you. That will also count towards your weapon progression in Gunmaster, which is definitely a really good change. Now, for those of you who keep up with all the trendy Battlefield news and you keep your eye on the videos and YouTubings and stuffs like that, for the keen of you out there, you'll also know that 5 new weapons have become available on the CTE as well. And no, I don't have any footage of them, I'm sorry. but at the moment they are untextured weapons. It's a very, very early alpha build of them, and I thought I'd rather just show you guys this game of Gunmaster rather than me just attempting to use these weapons in a proper fashion, which I'm obviously not going to be able to do, but I am kicking ass at Gunmaster at the moment, so why not show you guys that instead. But I would like to talk a little bit about them. So first of all, of course, we got the AN-94 for the Assault class, the new Assault rifle, and this was a throwback from Battlefield 3. A lot of people were asking for this weapon, only I kind of feel they didn't really get what they were asking for. What really differentiated this weapon back in BF3 was its burst fire. If you could time the burst of this weapon perfectly, you could effectively get it to fire at an insane 1200 rounds per minute. Apparently, that's no longer possible in Battlefield 4, and it only has a rate of fire of around 600. A lot of people are saying, Dice, what the fuck, why would you bring back the weapon that we've all been asking for, but take away its one cool feature that actually made it the weapon that we know and love today? Why bother bringing it back at all if you weren't going to keep that in there? And I suppose most people will say because balance and other reasons, and they may indeed be right. Now we also got the L86A2, which is an LMG, once again from Battlefield 3, coming back for the support class. And then we got the Groza 1 and the Groza 4. Everyone's been having trouble pronouncing these, so I'm not even going to attempt to do some silly Russian accent here. That's what I'm going to call them, the Groza. The Groza 1 is a carbine, and it does 30 max damage. It has a rate of fire of 800. Sounds like a bit of a beast, if you ask me. That's usually the downside of weapons that do such high damage and have those 4-shot kill radiuses, is that the rate of fire is kind of... But apparently 800 is the sweet spot, man. That's pretty solid. And then the Groza 4 is the PDW for the Engineer class, and so far I've heard that that's a bit pants, and it needs some buffing and looking into. Finally, we have the Mare's Leg, which is actually, believe it or not, a sidearm. This is a lever-action rifle, which has been cut down to be small enough to use as a sidearm. So it's a bit like having a sniper rifle in your pocket. Sounds pretty good. Anyway, guys, I will cover these weapons in more detail once a more final build, shall we say, has been released for them, with some textures, some new weapon damage models, and you know, they've kind of fine-tweaked things a little bit, but I still encourage you nevertheless to go and try them out for yourselves on the CTE, because as Mr. Battle Nonsense said, they do need this telemetry data, and it is indeed very true. So go and check that out. Thank you very much for watching the video. Oh, also, don't forget to check the description for time zones when the live stream is going to be. But if you forget to do that, don't worry, because I'll be uploading a video tomorrow to remind you guys. I'm doing a thumbs up at the moment. You can't see it, but I am. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.